Swami Gnaneswarananda was assistant at the New York West Side Center from 1927 until 1929, at which time he started the Chicago Center. Chicago, my city of dreams, he called it, since it was there that Swami Vivekananda received his great triumph at the Parliament of Religions in 1893. He wrote the first English biography of Ramakrishna to appear in the U.S., a small masterpiece titled Ramakrishna, the Man and the Power. He also wrote Yoga for Beginners, Divine Communion, and Hinduism Comes to America. Unfortunately, none of the books are still in print. Swami Gnaneswarananda died in Chicago in 1937. We see Swami Gnaneswarananda sitting on the floor during a visit to India, probably in 1936. Sitting on the right is Swami Akandananda, who was a direct disciple of Sri Ramakrishna and the third president of the Ramakrishna Order from 1934 to 1937. He was a pioneer in educational and relief work, for which the Ramakrishna mission is now well known. On the same trip, he visited Swami Yatiswarananda in Europe. We see him here on the left and Swami Yatiswarananda on the right. Swami Yatiswarananda was then at St. Moritz in Geneva, Switzerland. He also worked in The Hague, Amsterdam, Paris, London, Germany, and Stockholm. His central ashram for Europe was at Engadine, Switzerland, from where he made occasional visits to Germany and traveled once a year to Italy. He headed a center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania from 1942 to 1949, when he returned to India. There, he built up and modernized the Bangalore Ashram, one of the largest Ramakrishna Order centers. He also served for several years as the initiating vice president of all South India. He wrote a number of books, two of which are Universal Prayers and a comprehensive manual on spiritual life titled Meditation and Spiritual Life. On a trip to India, we see on the right Swami Bhashyananda, who succeeded Swami Gnaneswarananda in Chicago. With him is the widely traveled world lecturer Swami Ranganathananda, who visited the U.S. many times. He became president of the Ramakrishna Order in 1998. Swami Bhashyananda traveled widely in the West, organizing groups and subcenters in Houston, Atlanta, Florida, and Toronto. He had the support of Chester Carlson, the inventor of the Xerox copy machine. In 1967, he bought Holy Mother's Cottage for women devotees who wished to live a spiritual life, and in 1970, he bought a building next to the center to house a library of more than 7,500 volumes. In 1968, 80 acres in Ganges, Michigan were purchased for a monastery and retreat. Swami Budhananda, to whom Swami Bhashyananda gives his seat, served as assistant at the New York East Side Center from 1959 to 1964, and then as assistant in Hollywood in 1966. He was a writer of small and very inspiring books such as Mind and Its Control and Joy of the Illumined.